God is like a system. He's very orderly in when he's doing things. So this is God calling us to order. There's no God. There's no God in disorder. No, it's not possible. There's no God in clutter. Because Hebrews 12 verse 1 was saying that he was saying, let go of the weight and then of the sin that ensnares you. So it started with weight. So something that is of weight might not be a sin. So in terms of, okay, you holding on to the clutter, to the clothes or things for long, it might not be necessarily sin, but it might be a weight that can ensnare you, a weight that can turn your heart away from God, a weight that can occupy the space that God wants to actually occupy. Okay, so this is God calling us to orderliness. This is God wanting us to let go of things. Now, in my walk with God, even if when you go through the scriptures, one of the things that God is doing with me now currently is God is teaching me patterns to actually go to the Bible and find patterns of how he does things. God works in patterns. You know that, right? The patterns of how God does things. You can notice that when God wants to do a new thing, he wants them to actually let go of the old. Because for some reason, he doesn't like mingling with the old. If he's ready to do new things in your life, he wants you to let go of the old. You remember is it Leviticus? No, Joshua. Is it Joshua 3 verse 6? Where he was telling, Joshua 3 verse 6, when he was telling the people of Israel, like, sanctify yourselves, because tomorrow God is going to do something. God is coming amongst them. So he's saying to them, sanctify yourself. Because God doesn't want to come and find old things in the place where he wants to enthrone or inhabit. So God is saying to you, when God wants to do something new, even Matthew 6, I think 1 was saying something that you can't pour a new wine in an old wine skin. No, what do? You change the wine skin to a new one, so the new wine can actually fit into the new wine skin. So that is why God is calling us to declutter the clutter. What is it that is a clutter in your life? In your immediate, the thing that God wants us to do is that he wants you to start with your immediate environment. Don't even go too far. You don't need to look too far off. The place you're sitting right now, be it your car, be it your office, be it your house, God wants you to declutter the clutter. The things that has been occupying space for so long. Most of them are even accumulating dust for long. These things have spiritual implications. Not just be looking at them that they are physical things. They are not physical things, for Christ's sake. They're a reflection of the state of your soul. Maybe you're holding on to them as far you can't even let it go. It can be an underlying lack of trust in the providence of God. But God is calling you today to let go of the old things, because he's coming to do a new thing. So that when he's coming in his glory, he wouldn't find something occupying the place where he wants to inhabit. Where do you need to declutter? Where do you need to declutter? This is a word that you need to take to God in discernment. Like, God, show me. What is it in my life that I need to declutter? What do I need to let go? What have I turned into an idol in my life? Unconsciously, because most times, the truth is that most times we do these things unconsciously. Like unconsciously, we turn things into idols, into God. Unconsciously, you just turn things into idols. Because what God was showing me when God was giving me this word, even today that I was actually making a video on it, right? God was saying something about how it's more like a test for you. God wants to test you with this little thing. Okay? It's more like when God wants to entrust you with the bigger things of the kingdom. More like finances, money. He needs to know that you can easily let go, release the money when he wants you to release the money. So if I am, for instance, struggling with letting go of clothes, letting go of shoes, bags, things, my furniture that has been there for years, how then would you not struggle when God gives you and trusts you with treasures of the kingdom? How then can you easily let it go if you can't let go of these immediate things? Okay? So I don't know who God is speaking to this afternoon. I don't know who God is speaking to. But of course, take this to prayer and discern it if God is speaking